Okay, so
Yeah, I just want to ask you the same thing about the elevator, connecting us to the bridge.
sure. Here, so everyone can hear. So everyone can hear.
Oh, I am asking you a question about a very, which would mean so much to people on Roosevelt Island. It would be a healthy way to get to the Manhattan, and that would be an elevator connecting going over the 59th Street Bridge. People could bike ride, they could walk, they could skateboard, and they would get to Roosevelt Island faster than some of the other ways of getting there. Get to Manhattan.
So I think I started to hear a lot of buzz about the elevator, and I think this might be partly my fault. When I first started running, I sat down with people and I said, my grandfather told me that he took an elevator to Roosevelt Island. What gives? What happened to that? And so my understanding is that Councilmember Lappin's been looking into it, and the community, when I've asked community members, I've gotten both sides of the argument, but it's something that I'm definitely open to exploring, because as long as we can create better access, the better. One thing that I didn't get to touch on is I'm a founding member of City Bike, and when they were announcing City Bike, this was 2 or 3 years ago, I was at a community board meeting, and the community board had a chance to include it. And I had spoken to the president of RERA at the time, Matt Katz, and he had told me that you guys had already done a pilot of your own on Roosevelt Island and were expecting to be included in the rollout. So I actually worked with the Transportation Committee, Community Board of Aid, and RERA to get a resolution asking for them to include Roosevelt Island in either the initial rollout or any subsequent rollouts. They were planning to do Long Island City as well. We're still hoping that we'll do that. What we did get is made sure that they included 59th Street by the tram as a location where you could pick up city bikes. So it's really great because you can hop over the tram and then hop on your city bike and go wherever you need to in the city. And I'll tell you, when I have to get between meetings between Roosevelt Island and most other places in the city, I will generally bring my helmet, hop on a city bike, and zip across, and it'll take me 5 to 10 minutes to get most places in the city as long as there's another city bike location. But it's a great idea, and I'd love to investigate it with you and work on providing the funding.
Any other questions?
Okay, I want to thank everyone for staying so late tonight. I know that you had the community emergency CERT presentations, and I'm glad that you went to that and stayed for this. I've been running because I've seen Albany dysfunction, and when I saw how broken it was, I put all the voting records online for the first time so that voters like us could hold politicians like them accountable. And after that, I thought things were getting better, but I've become more and more disappointed in our elected officials. When Micah Kellner, the New York Times, came out with the sexual harassment, the cover-up, the retaliation, and not one but 2 ethics investigations, that made me sick to my stomach. And it's harmful for democracy, because when I'm trying to run a great campaign, all people can think about is how rotten all the politicians are, and we can see it across the board. And as an employment lawyer, I get angry because there needs to be a zero tolerance for that kind of behavior in politics and government. Women and men need to feel safe working with people. I've had over 150 interns on my campaign, and I hope it's been a very pleasant and fun place to work without having to worry about that. And I think when everything came out, the first thing I said to Assemblymember Jonathan Bing is thank you. And he said that back because that wasn't the environment in our office. But we can do better. We deserve better. This is the greatest city in the world. You deserve representatives who are as amazing as all of you are, and who will work with you to get things done and get results, who will be transparent, who will conduct business in public, who will show up to the REACT board meetings and will stand alongside you, who will support democracy on Roosevelt Island, and will call on the next mayor to take their 2 appointments and actually appoint the people who are elected, who are residents, who when public safety is being accused and alleged with so many harmful incidents on the island, will stand with you at your demonstrations, will participate, will call the New York State Inspector General, will take the evidence that you collect and work hard on and try to work with you to get it into hands where there will be an investigation. My understanding is there's multiple investigations at this point. But I think what I've shown is a model of working together over the past years, and I'm really looking forward to working with you in the future. So please vote for me on September 10th so we can continue working together, so I can continue to follow your lead, and together we can build a better city and we can keep Roosevelt Island the amazing place it always has been.